So it looks like there might be some truth to the allegations of Diddy and Jay-Z shenanigans, because rapper Lil' Kim just came forward to claim that Diddy allegedly pimped her out to Jay-Z while she worked underneath him. And like that's not crazy enough, she also confirmed all those rumors about Jay-Z allegedly grooming Foxy Brown, and she's claiming that Jay-Z also allegedly pimped out Foxy to Diddy, according to Lil' Kim. This has been going on since the 90s, and it's the reason why she and Foxy Brown no longer associate themselves with both men. She claims that they both got the Cassie treatment from the men, adding that Jay-Z is way worse than anyone knows, and she has the receipt to back it up. There are also some rumors about Diddy allegedly forcing Biggie Smalls to side Kim back in the day. And y'all, this is about to get very messy because Lil' Kim is not holding back. The situation surrounding Diddy keeps getting worse. And now we're getting to the point where more individuals within the industry have begun to come forward and share their experiences with him. Needless to say, their accounts do not paint him in a positive light, while it's expected that someone as powerful as Diddy would make enemies over the years. The issue seems to go beyond mere professional rivalry. It appears that several artists have been aware of his questionable behavior, particularly in his treatment of women. Rapper Lil' Kim has recently shown the courage to speak out against Diddy, standing up for what she believes is right now. For those of you who don't know, Lil' Kim has been vocal about her disdain for Diddy over the years. She has held a major grudge against him for quite some time, although she didn't share the specific details of their beef for a while. She has made it clear that she has no intention of letting go of the issue or ever reconciling with him. A couple of years ago, new information came to light when a voice recording by Kim linked online. In it, she accused Diddy of being selfish and disloyal, adding that he often did things to people who were under him and managed to get away with it because of his connections and money. You know, at the end of the day, like Puffy is Puffy. He will, it's all about what he can do. What he can get from people at Puy is all about himself a lot of times, cause he never really did nothing for me. Looking back at the knowledge we have now about Diddy and his current legal troubles, it seems like Lil' Kim may have been alluding to some of the shady activities that have landed him in his current mess with the feds. But even before the revelations, Lil' Kim had tried to expose some questionable behavior involving Diddy. She also hinted at how he allegedly mistreated women, claiming that she had to step in on multiple occasions to help women escape his control, according to Kim. This eventually led to Diddy blackballing her. While Kim has allegedly also said that Diddy had a tendency to pursue female dancers, and when they said no, he doesn't listen and just does what he wants to do to them anyway. This might seem surprising to some people who think that Diddy can buy people off with his millions. But many women in the industry have heard the rumors about him and want nothing to do with them, knowing full well the kind of trouble that comes with it. Well, Lil' Kim shared an example of one of the women she defended, a dancer who was just trying to earn her way and build a name for herself in the industry. Well, Diddy had taken an interest in her and made advances, but she turned him down as she wasn't interested. However, instead of accepting the rejection and taking his L gracefully, Diddy allegedly began harassing her, even threatening to harm her if she didn't comply with his demands. The situation escalating during a concert where Diddy was scheduled to perform. He allegedly cornered the dancer backstage, berating her and threatening to blacklist her from the industry unless she gave in to him. Fortunately, Lil' Kim was also backstage at the time. She intervened, confronting Diddy and threatening to expose his behavior if he didn't back off and leave the woman alone. Recognizing that Lil' Kim wasn't one to be messed with, Diddy eventually retreated. This wasn't the only story involving Diddy's disturbing behavior, though radio personality Miss Jones has also claimed that Diddy threatened to stuff her in a trunk when she refused his advances. According to her, Diddy became increasingly menacing until Lil' Kim once again stepped in, telling him to back off and leave Miss Jones alone.
And a cat, it's something that is built in somebody.
And Diddy, I don't want you blowing up my house or my car or anything like
Good
that.
night! I don't.
Because I don't.
I cannot.
He already threatened to put me in the trunk of a car. And Lil' Kim said, leave Jonesy alone. Jonesy don't hurt nobody. Stop, yep. You said me. You're my hero.
Now, as I mentioned, Lil' Kim has never tolerated Diddy's behavior over the years. She has made it a point to sabotage his shady activities, particularly those involving other women. What makes the situation worse is that Diddy is surrounded by a group of yes men who enable his behavior and never hold him accountable for his actions. And this adds up with Cassie's accusations in her lawsuit, where she claimed that Diddy's security managers and even his lawyers were compliant in his behavior. Cassie accused them of helping Diddy maintain control over her, despite knowing that he was treating her poorly and engaging in illegal activities. They allegedly witnessed his actions and did nothing to intervene, making Kim's allegations even more believable. But if you're wondering why Kim holds such a strong grudge against Diddy, part of it is because she has a personal experience with violent relationship. So she knows what it feels like. She had an affair with Notorious Big that was toxic as F. And she now claims that Diddy was behind the whole violent stuff, just like his buddy Jay-Z was allegedly using Foxy Brown. But we're going to get to that in a little bit. Returning to Kim's beef with Diddy, Diddy once went above and beyond to ruin her life and career for no other reason than because he wanted to. Kim was getting increasingly powerful in the industry, and Diddy couldn't have it, so he tried to sabotage her allegedly. For example, Kim once talked about a time she was meant to appear on one of Michael Jackson's albums. MJ is the GOAT, and many artists, including Lil' Kim, dreamed of collaborating with him. MJ specifically wanted Lil' Kim, but he was not about to let it happen.
Rodney Jerkins, he was working on Michael Jackson's album, and he was like, yo, I was playing Queen Bitch for Michael Jackson. And he was like, man, I love how she raps behind the beat and it's so sexy. I was like, he said that?
What?
He was like, yeah. So I'm telling you that to say, we're trying to get you on the album.
Stop.
And I was like, what? I think I might, my leg is still trying to recover because I fell out the seat. And
oh my God.
Yeah.
Lil' Kim said she had already started recording her verse for an album when her manager secretly sabotaged the deal behind her back. In an unsurprising twist, her manager was none other than Diddy. What's shocking is how Diddy, in a position of trust as her manager, undermined his own artist career, allegedly out of jealousy and spite. But it's easy to see why Kim would have held such a deep grudge against Diddy's actions. Because they weren't just unprofessional, they were vindictive. He was being a hater. And that betrayal undoubtedly left a lasting impact on Let Me Tell You What Happened.
Let me tell you what happened.
Okay.
Puffy was my manager at the time.
Okay.
And when we brought it to Puffy, Puffy was like, Puffy can be a little bit controlling because I was like his little sister. So I don't know. I don't know if him and Rodney were going through something at the time, but it just never happened because I was a kid, so I wasn't handling my business. But I remember seeing Rodney and he's going, yo, what's up? I've been calling and you don't want to be on Michael Jackson's album? I was like, what? Are you crazy? Of course I do. But I didn't know what was going on behind the scenes. So that was a missed opportunity, not due to anything I did, but like, it just, it was out of my control. And I really, 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 really just want to go somewhere and die.
So yeah, Kim's anger is justified because Diddy was way out of line if all this is true. But that's not the only time that he allegedly stabbed her in the back. Because when she went to prison, he immediately switched allegiance and started working with her rival Minaj Nicki. And Kim already had a fully blown feud, and everybody knew that they didn't like each other. So Diddy just switched up on her, and it was very nasty to say the least.